Hi, I'm Deb. I talk about the human experience to help others with their human experience. Ultimately, it's about demasking the masks that we hide behind. It's about coming to our inner authority so that we're making choices from soul based decision making. It's about finding our inner light so that we're shining from our inner authority and not out of fear. And it's coming home to you. It's awakening to your inner presence. So if any of that sounds like amazingness that you want to be a part of, join my channel, subscribe, comment how you feel about all this. And let's dive into a little bit. I wrote down deconditioning fear-based patterns. Deconditioning fear-based patterns. Our whole society is designed on fear-based patterns. And for some people, it works. There's billions of people living that journey every day, and they're fine with it. But there comes a time for many people, and the number of people that this time is happening for is becoming more and more because the earth is changing, physically changing, and that means that the humans on this earth are going to be physically changing. And with that physical change comes a more crystalline DNA, which will allow more encoded memory within us to become active. And we're going to remember who we are, and we're going to become more expansive creatures to be able to receive light, receive messages. Actually, the messages are already there. Like this is, I mean, it is receiving, but also it's all within us because we are already the universe. And the way that things have existed on this planet up till now, at least within our time frames, don't think about ancient Egypt or Atlantis. We're not talking about that. We're talking about this timeline. It's dark and it's heavy, and a lot of people are feeling it. The earth is changing, humans are changing, and they're lost and they're confused and they don't know what to do. So this video, yesterday's video, was about signs and symptoms that you might be awakening. And so this is kind of some more signs and symptoms that you are ready to leave your old life behind. These things are going to be kind of like, when things start becoming a pet peeve and you start noticing certain things, you're like, huh, why did that person do that? Or like, oh, well, if they're talking about that person now while that person's not here, and I thought those two were friends, then what are they saying about me when I'm not in the room, when I think us two are friends? Or you start noticing how maybe certain groups or like either in a social circle or a work environment or in school, maybe a project, and maybe certain people pick on a certain person, like throw them more work, or maybe don't ever listen to their input. You just start noticing things that make you become aware of your values and integrity and compassion for other people instead of uh, taking offense to what they do, instead of taking things personally, and instead of being like, well, why'd they do that, instead of being critical, then we have compassion of like, well, that's like, why do you have anything to say about how they are? If there's something there that bothered you, then be curious and maybe have that conversation with that person directly. And yeah, so there's just certain things that come with awakening and understanding values and integrity and where your heart stands with compassion for others. Those things will start to creep in. But also, for deconditioning fear-based patterns, you're not betraying anyone by being true to who you are. I've had many choices in my life where I have betrayed others and I have been betrayed. And there's been times where I betrayed people and they didn't deserve it. That's not very common, but there's actually, yeah, there's times where ultimately, like, I lost the sense of truth of who I was, and I gained this belief that I didn't trust other people to be loyal to me and put me first or have me as a priority, because I trusted that others would always put themselves first. So in a sense, I do trust people. I just trust them to put themselves first. And that means whatever story their mind and imagination is going to create for them in a moment to justify whatever actions it is that they want to do, I trust that their brain is going to do that, because that's what the human brain does. Unless you develop a sense of awareness, then you can become more in tune with your values, more in tune with your integrity, and override that automatic sense. Oh, my cat just came inside, which means my front door is probably wide open, and I feel like I'm only getting started with this video. Well, maybe we'll go into this a little bit more. But so, deconditioning fear-based patterns, I'm looking down at notes. But you're not betraying anyone by being true. However, like when it comes in a situation of cheating, it's be true to yourself enough to tell a person that you don't desire to be with them, enough that you're desiring to be with other people. Not that hard. Not that hard. But you're not betraying anyone by being true to yourself. So, I mean, that's cheating is kind of a weird example for that one. But like speaking up for yourself, standing your ground. I've lost jobs by speaking up for myself. I've had other people put their jobs on the line for me because I spoke up for myself. That's how much honor being true to yourself can gain for you. I've had other people put their managerial jobs, and this has happened more than once in more than one establishment, that have put their jobs on the line to have my back because they know deep down how true to compassion and kindness and acting out of love I am. And for most people that I meet, that's going to be you too. If you're watching this video, that's you too, because you can only watch that you are a vibration in relation to. So if you're watching this video, that probably is going to resonate for someone out there, unless you just randomly came across here. But there is nothing that's random, so it's planting a seed one way or another. Yep. But yeah, so ask yourself, what systems, people, or roles have you been loyal to at the cost of yourself? And I wrote down systems, but God had me say the word symptoms, and the information that's coming through on this message here is health. What symptoms are you holding on to that you've been loyal to at the cost of yourself? And so as we're going into that, which is completely different from deconditioning fear-based patterns, but it is very important. So we're going to talk about it. When it comes to health and illness, I'm not a doctor. If you're healthy and if you're sick, go to a doctor. However, in my experience, I can relate them to emotions. There was a moment in my life where I had gotten the flu, and snot comes, and I was like, where does this even come from? And then there was another time where I was crying really bad, and all the snot comes. I'm like, where does this even come from? I'm like, it's the exact same energy. It's emotion. And since that has happened, I either haven't been sick since, or if I am sick, I pay attention and become aware of my emotions, and I evaluate what's going on in my life immediately to see what's going on in my life. And so our symptoms and our illnesses, we can hold on to those to try and gain compassion for ourselves. We're hiding something within those symptoms many times. And go to a doctor, but also meditate on it. Ask yourself what it is. Look up the emotion code. Do some quantum healing hypnosis technique. Do some past life regression therapy. Figure out what these are. And I say the past life regression therapy because this energy is an energy that is passed on and continuated. It's in the memory of your DNA, like I was saying at the beginning of the video. Our DNA holds memory, it holds patterns and systems and symptoms of lessons and things that need to be seen and transmuted. And I'm now really nervous about my front door, so this video is time to come to an end. But I'm very grateful to get that last little bit in there. And I'm grateful for all of you that have joined me on this video. You wouldn't be here if you weren't meant to be here. And whether that means this video, or maybe this video was just a gateway into another video that has the perfect message for you, all of these are not, anytime I try to pre-plan messages, it does not come out that way, because that's not my gift. That's not what this vessel is for. This vessel is for real-time messages that come through as they come through. But it doesn't matter if you're watching this the day that it posted or 5 years from now. These messages will still stay evergreen for your soul, because everyone is at a different path in their own time. My name's Deb, here to help people with the human experience. Like if you liked it, comment below. I want to know your opinion on the emotions in our body related to illnesses and symptoms. Let me know your opinion on that. And subscribe to get notified of live notifications of the daily videos, and to just have me show up in your feed every day, because not that you need to watch the videos every day, but the day that you need the message, that message is going to be there, because that's how the universe works. And the universe, technology, and God are all one also. We're all here together, connecting worldwide through the internet, through awakening, through this new earth. It's a beautiful time. Thank you for joining me.